So it's prom season at high schools around the country. Prom is almost like that rite of passage so often for seniors going into adulthood, and it's almost like that wrap up of your high school career. And a lot of crazy things happen at prom. You hear about fights at prom. You hear about, people collapsing because it's too hot at prom, and lots of things happen. But here's the craziest story that I've personally seen and heard, and it's one of those like cautionary tales. So girls wear open-toed shoes, they wear heels, they wear all kinds of different shoes because they want to look their best, and then you're actively dancing. So there's this event or incident where there was a girl wearing flats and another girl wearing high heels, with the almost like, I think it's called a stiletto point, a very fine point at the top, and it was one of them jumping songs. Ended up landing on top of the girl in her flats on her foot, and hurt. It's dark generally at dances, and I was like, ow, that hurts, but just kept dancing. But it just continued to hurt for the next few minutes. So she went to the restroom and left a trail of blood because the stiletto had actually poked through the top of her foot and created a hole and went down to the bottom of the sole of her foot, and had to be rushed out, ambulance to the hospital, stitches required. Her and her date left, of course, traumatized to some extent. And of course, the girl who was dancing to one of the jumping songs felt awful. And it's just one of those situations where you got to be careful. Be careful. Tell your students to be careful at prom. Obviously, always be safe at prom. That's kind of one of those things you always say as your parting words if you're chaperoning. Hey, be safe out there. But be safe at prom. Keep aware of your surroundings. Make sure no one's jumping too close to your foot. If you're wearing flats, if you're barefoot, what a soldier you are, because that's just wild. Dance floors get sticky. People throw punch, juice. People drop stuff, and dance floors are just generally gross. But be safe. Tell your students be safe, and make a memorable prom time, but not in a negative way.